Well, it's day 2 of the official Bernie Sanders campaign, and the dummies on thread after thread after thread are still bashing him. And they have to, because Bernie Sanders to the dummies represents a supreme embarrassment. And as I explained yesterday, my video yesterday about this, the reason for this is that there was a big purge in the spring of 2016 of Bernie Sanders supporters. And the main reason behind the purge was the leader of Dummy Land, Skinner. And in case you don't know it, Skinner's wife was actually a treasurer for the Hillary Clinton campaign, both in 2008 and then again in 2016. She was the treasurer for the Hillary for America organization. So Skinner says you got to get in line for Hillary, and if not, you're out. And as a result, that's why you have Jack Pine radicals, by the way. That's the where they all went. So Dummy Land, the dummies are only a fraction of the number they used to be, because they got rid of all the Bernie supporters. So now Bernie represents a huge, huge embarrassment to them. There's no money in it for Skinner. He's got to get that Clinton cash. So I'll tell you what, there's so many threads. I'm just going to look at one of them, but there's thread after thread after thread bashing Bernie. So you know what? Let's go to it right now. Here's just one of the many, many threads bashing Bernie in Dummy Land. So we'll take a look at this one as just as an example, but there's plenty more. And I'll have a link to this thread below this video. So anyway, here we go. Bernie Sanders running means a less progressive or more establishment candidate will win. Sanders will dilute the support of the Harris and Warrens of the world. This helps the Biden, Klobuchar, and Hickenloopers of the world. Yeah, but you know what? The good news for Skinner and his wife, who was a former treasurer for Hillary Clinton campaign, is guess what? His campaign also helps Terry McAuliffe, the Clinton crony with the Clinton cash. And believe me, if McAuliffe enters the race, I wouldn't be a bit surprised to see his money end up, or some of his money end up in Skinner's pocket. So is that really a bad thing? But let's go ahead. Let's take a look at the Bernie bash here. Not sure about that. I support Harris and would never consider supporting Bernie. Of course, because you're one of the remainers. You remained in Dummy Land after the Big Purge back in 2016, when everybody that supported Bernie was tossed out, and now they're Jack Pine radicals, or I call them Jack Whiners, but that's me. The best thing for the party is for Sanders to be out ASAP. And with the California's primary move way up on a primary candidate is very likely to happen. Who needs all that divisiveness again? Yeah, who needs the Big Purge again? Because that's what's going to happen. If Bernie is running strong, and let's say it's Bernie and Terry McAuliffe with the money, the Clinton cash, you're going to see the purge again. It's going to happen all over because Skinner goes for the bucks. Here, I'm about as far left as one can get, and I'm not voting for Bernie because I'm a Democrat. I won't do anything that will help reelect Trump, including and especially voting for Bernie. Yeah, that's what's going to happen this time. They're going to keep quiet about it, but if they have to, they'll pull that out. They'll say, oh, no, according to the rules, you're not officially a Democrat, so forget it. Oh, and then you know what's going to happen, third-party Bernie, I guarantee you. Why is this not clear to everyone? Bernie will help Trump win again. And so what's the downside here? I don't get it. Don't know, but we need to keep saying, hopefully he will be resoundingly defeated early in the primary, just like in 2016. No, he wasn't defeated early in the primary. They rigged the primary against him. That was rigged. Don't you get that? It was rigged against Bernie, and it wasn't until late in the primary. In fact, I think it was like not until 2016 that Skinner had a purge dummy land of the Bernie supporters. So it wasn't early. Don't pull that. Don't try to get that by. Please. Oh, now they're blaming. Please, he got us stuck with Trump last time. How did that happen? I mean, how did Bernie get us stuck with Trump? Can you explain that? Because the last I heard, Hillary was the nominee. The Skinner approved nominee, Hillary, lost to what was a sure, what everybody said was a sure win for her. So, yeah, I like to, either Bernie wins or they blow the whole thing up out of sheer spite, which means he goes third party. Yeah, here's a dummy that is skeptical. How did he get us stuck with Trump? There were a lot of factors. Stein, Russian meddling. Yeah, the Russian meddling, right. That was an excuse. Comey, poor campaigning by HRC on the Blue Wall Street. So that's exactly right. I don't see Bernie fans being much of a factor. I like Bernie. I think he would make a fine president, infinitely better than Trump. But right now, I'm leaning heavily towards Kamala for my primary support. I don't know. You know what? On this Kamala thing, I think she's going to fold. I don't think she's going to go to this. It's going to be such a disappointment. So anyway, like I say, I'm going to have the link to this thread below. You can see the whole thing. As I said, I'm just going to remind you again, keep an eye out on that Terry McAuliffe. That's where the money, that's where the Clinton cash comes in. And we know who's attracted to that Clinton cash. Old Skinner, Mr. and Mrs. Skinner. So until the next time, see you guys later.